What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the channel. Thank you for stopping in. Today we have a couple of brand new knives to check out coming in from CJRB. Huge shout out to them for sending these in. And this knife right here, at least to me, represents a huge step in the knife community, as did the last artisan cutlery knife that we checked out, which we'll take a look at here in a moment. But I think this knife is a huge trendsetter, and we're going to get to why. This is the new CJRB Pyrite Light with S90V steel, and this is going to be coming in right now right around $80, and it has to be the lowest price to ever get S90V steel. I was trying to think, and I don't think I've ever come across anything in S90V at a price this low, and they're able to do that with the FRN scales. We have contoured, textured, plastic, or FRN handles, and they are nicely finished. And if you're someone who is looking for performance, then this is going to be an awesome option. If you're someone who doesn't want to drop a bunch of coin on a very expensive knife to get the super steel that you really want, you can now get S90V properly done with a knife that has a good blade geometry, just going to cut for a long time and do you very well, especially at the $80 price point. Now, Spyderco's been doing this for quite some time, but them doing it is completely different than CJRB, Artisan, and companies like that starting to do it. What this is going to push other companies to do is the same thing. So we're going to start seeing other companies coming up with ways to compete with something like this. And there are only so many ways to go about it. So I think we're really heading into an awesome time in the knife community. And not only are they doing stuff like this for $80, but on the artisan side, they are doing the exact opposite and offering RPM 9 steel, which is still a fine steel, and then a titanium frame lock with micro milling for $80, $90. I think they're around $90 depending on the knife that you get, but they're offering a lot with these couple of knives right here. It's really cool to see a company take that step. This is a big step for the knife community, and a company like Artisan, CJRB, to put knives out like this, because like I said, it's a trend setting ideal, and it's just going to push other companies to start doing very similar things. And as I've been saying, it won't surprise me, and maybe 2025 is the year, and maybe it won't be 2025, but I think we'll soon see titanium and 14C or Nitro V, 154, S30. I think we're going to start seeing that under $100 here at some point, because the company's going to have to come out and compete with stuff like this here. So is it 14C or Nitro V or whatever it might be, and titanium for around the same price? But it's just going to make things very, very interesting. And as far as, you know, it's almost like CJRB has become like a baby Spyderco or a young Spyderco with this move right here. Spyderco is the only ones that really have done something like this. Put a super steel for the blade material, and then use FRN for the handle material. And that really keeps the price nice and low. Like I said, I don't think there's anything on the market that competes with this knife if you're looking for performance. If you're looking more for aesthetics, then the Rebel here is going to really do the job nicely. And I mean, you're still going to get performance out of the RPM 9, just not going to be quite like the S90V. But if you don't need all that performance, you just need a knife to cut, but you want something kind of snazzy and feels very good in hand, then something like this might be more your speed. I've had a lot of people tell me they will take the titanium and RPM 9 over the S90V and FRN. I'm the type of person that would say, give me both, right? Give me both. Let me get this one and let me get that one for two totally different reasons, right? Doesn't always have to be this or that. It can be both, right? You know, maybe one comes before the other, but there's no reason that it can't be both. And speaking of both, if you're someone who is just looking to spend a little bit of money, they also offer the regular Pyrite Light in a multitude of different versions. And this is going to be the newest version of the regular Pyrite Light with the rose gold finished RPM 9. And then we have white FRN with black hardware and black studs. Very snazzy looking knife. And I believe this is a slightly different rose gold finish than we saw the very first time CJRB did it. I can't remember which knife it was, if it was the Bowie or it was one of the knives back then that they did it. And I no longer have it. Sadly, I gave it away, but I wish we had it because I think it was slightly different. And I think this one might wear a lot better. And that's why they kind of, you know, switched up the finish. At least that's what I think. And I haven't had the time to really test out this rose gold finish. So I am interested to find out, you know, how will that finish hold up just under casual use. I'm not talking about running it along, you know, the tips of a screw and seeing if it'll hold up that way. I'm just saying running it through cardboard and tape and that sort of thing, and is that finish going to hold up? I am interested to find that out, but either which way, it is a very nice finish. Now, what's really cool is I haven't seen anything going against this, so I'm going to just say it. If you pick up the S90V version, you should be able to take this blade and put it in any of the Pyrite Light handles. They're not going to be finished individually type of a deal, like hand finished. So this blade should be able to be switched to any of your Pyrite lights in this form with the FRN handle. Now, as far as going past this, you know, into other Pyrites like the alts and stuff, I don't know if that blade will work. That is something that would be interesting because you could potentially pick up a S90V blade for 80 and then get like a steel handle if you wanted. Some people will prefer the FRN here, and I have to admit, I'm not an FRN fan, but they are starting to finish FRN so much better than they used to. Not just CJRB, every company in general. You know, 5-6 years ago, the FRN today is just way, way better. It's better quality, better finishing. So, you know, I don't mind the FRN whatsoever, especially with a slight contour and some texturing. Great size on this knife right here. Ton of control, a great EDC and utilitarian blade shape. Nice thin stock. If you want more details on this knife from me, I have several videos featuring the Pyrite Light series and several different versions. I also have a video on the Artisan Cutlery Revel here in RPM 9. I believe they did it in something else as well, which I just found out recently. Magna Cut, I think, and maybe S90V as well. But now they have it in RPM 9, which a lot of people are going to enjoy. This knife right here, it is so good. I can't somebody was saying in the comments about how this is just a basic looking knife and I'm yapping, but I feel like if any other, you know, out of any other knife or video, this is a huge deal with this Revel right here. Not the knife design itself, but what this knife design is ultimately standing for. that we're going to start seeing, this type of build and quality well under $100. And I think we're in store for some really cool stuff in 2025. The competition is high and it is getting very fiery. And it's great to see all the options out there for everyone, all the new people coming in, all the collectors out there and enthusiasts. It's really cool to see the competition this fiery. You'll have to let me know. What do you think of the Pyrites in S90V and FRN at $80? Let me know what you think of the titanium and RPM 9 Revel at $90 coming from Artisan and CJRB. I think they are huge, huge steps in the right direction. Let me know what you think. I love hearing from you guys, your thoughts and opinions on these knives, companies, and all these scenarios. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. That helps push the video to more people. If you're new to my channel, I release daily knife and EDC content just like this. Make sure you're subscribed and you ring the bell. That'll notify you anytime I release new content. I'll put a couple of new videos up on your screen. Go check out the one you haven't seen yet. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you all again for watching. I will catch you on the next one.